It's crunch time
with Ryan Kordziel.
It's crunch time.
What a game! Unbelievable! What a game!
This is Kordziel Krunch
with Ryan Kordziel.
Hello and welcome to Kordziel Krunch. Mariano Rivera was the greatest closer in baseball history. During his 19-year career, he set Major League records with 652 saves and 42 postseason saves, appeared in 13 All-Star games, won 5 World Series championships, saving games in 4 of the series, was named 1999 World Series MVP, won 5 Relief Man of the Year awards, and was named the American League Comeback Player of the Year in 2013. In March of 2013, Rivera announced that it would be his final season. The then 43-year-old proceeded to have one of his best seasons, going 10 for 10 in saves in April, his highest total ever in April, pitched in the All-Star game, and had his number 42 retired by the Yankees, while being showered with gifts from the opposing teams he faced in recognition of his incredible career. On September 26, 2013, the Yankees were facing the Tampa Bay Rays at Yankee Stadium and were down 4-0 in the top of the 8th. With runners on first and second, manager Joe Girardi once again called on his reliable right-hander to get the final outs of the game.
I don't know if they're going to bring in Mo or Daly. Betances is going to depart. And it looks like it's going to be Mo. Greatness coming into the Yankee game for the final time here in the Bronx.
Number 42, Mariano Rivera. Number 42.
Well, his career began with the Yankees in 1995 as a starter against the Angels. He struggled, went down to the minor leagues, came back as a reliever. In 96, he was the setup man for John Wetland. In 97, he took over the closer's role. He has been in that role ever since, and he is very simply the greatest who has ever done this job. And we have had the privilege of watching him all these years.
That sign is so true. It won't be the same without Mariano Rivera. I think I heard you mention the Yankees almost traded him back in the day.
They weren't quite sure about Derek Jeter being the everyday shortstop in 96, so they were thinking about trading for Felix Fermin. They decided not to. And Mo stayed, and the rest is history.
Rivera quickly got Delman Young to line out, and Sam Fuld grounded out to end the 8th inning. And in the 9th, Rivera was his vintage self, getting Jose Lobaton to line out right back to him, and Yunel Escobar to pop out to second. With 1 out to go, Rivera was poised to finish the game as usual. But just then, Derek Jeter and Andy Pettitte walked out to the mound to take Rivera out of the game, and the usually stoic Rivera finally broke down in tears as he hugged his longtime friends and walked off the Yankee Stadium field for the final time.
How's this for drama? Just perfection.
Wow.
Tears and cheers. That gentleman didn't think he was going to get emotional when he saw Andy Pettitte and Derek Jeter come to get him. Everything came to the surface, Kenny.
Yeah, it did. He's saved more games from Pettit than any other pitcher. I know this. He's going to be one tough act to follow.
Mariano Rivera was the greatest closer in baseball history, and an icon of the game as much for his performance as his attitude and the way he carried himself throughout his career. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2019, becoming the first player ever elected unanimously. That'll wrap up this episode of Kordziel Krunch. Join me next week when I take a look at another iconic moment in sports history. For Kordziel Krunch, I'm Ryan Kordziel. Thanks for listening.
Kordziel Krunch.
With Ryan Kordziel.
Ryan Kordziel. Crunch time.